Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Dovmac. I have been gone for such a long time since when I announced that I was going to E3. That was the last video that I made, plus the podcast video that came out earlier that same week, where I discussed the Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay from the premiere event. But obviously, I went to E3 last month. That was my last video. I talked about how I was going to play Kingdom Hearts 3, and I did. And I was so excited, and it was an amazing experience, unmatched, top-notch, that I was so excited about, where you probably ask yourself, Danny, why did it take so long for you to make a video to come out and talk about your Kingdom Hearts 3 experience? That I would have thought that would have been the first thing you did as soon as you got back home. Guess what? It wasn't, and I apologize because I've been wanting to make this video for a month because my experience playing Kingdom Hearts 3 was incredible. It was so top-notch. I cannot stress that enough. I had so much fun. It was an amazing demo, and what I'm going to do in this video is talk about things that I liked, thing that I was originally right about in my podcast video from last month, and things that I was wrong about, things that I thought looked awful or stupid that I thought wasn't so bad. I'm going to address all of that right after I say this. The reason why it's taken me so long to get this video out is because work and school, and, you know, it's summer, but summer school classes and my internship always have to come first before YouTube. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, so, you know, life kind of comes first, even if that means talking about Kingdom Hearts 3, unfortunately. And, you know, I'm about to enter my senior year of college, so, you know, over the next year or so, videos are going to be sporadic. I'm going to do my best to come out with whatever it is, because there's been a lot of Kingdom Hearts 3 news and a lot of stuff that I haven't been able to talk about, but I definitely wanted to get this video out about my personal thoughts because I got the chance to play it. So I apologize for the, you know, spontaneous, you know, random occasions where I upload a video. I want to get better. I want to be able to upload as many videos as I can, but timing, school, work, all of that stuff is kind of becoming, you know, a lot, and I have to put that first, unfortunately, but I want to do my best because Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out in January. And a lot of people are getting the chance to play it. San Diego Comic-Con is this upcoming week. Anime convention, Anime Expo. People there got a chance to play it. And then, of course, people got a chance to play it at E3. And that's where I got to play it. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about Kingdom Hearts 3. Let's talk about all the things I liked. So, of all the things that I thought weren't going to be, you know, things that I enjoyed, were the attraction flow and the Keyblade transformations. I was so wrong about these things, you guys. If you think they look overzealous and they look unnecessary, guess what? They are not. Okay. Attraction flow is fun. I thought I would completely hate it. I wanted it to have a turn-off button to where I could completely deactivate that. And there's still an opportunity for that. Nomura confirmed an ability system to where attraction flow might be counted as that, to where we might be able to turn it off. We can also skip the sequences. Things that I thought were the over-animation of it. The fact that there were so many, you know, cinematic sequences where Keyblades transformed, plus the attraction flow where, you know, it'd be this big production on how Sora was able to use these, and you can skip them. You can skip every single Keyblade transformation, plus the attraction flow, which wasn't something that the people who got to go to the KH3 premiere event were able to do. I know that was one of the complaints. So in the time between the premiere event and E3, they were able to fix that. So people at Anime Expo and San Diego Comic-Con were able to skip the attraction flow in Keyblade transformation sequences, which is great. That's already an improvement from the Cage 3 premiere event, so something I was wrong about. But let me talk about the gameplay of it. Attraction flow is fun. Attraction flow is a lot of fun. It is necessary. The enemies are kind of stronger, and Nomura already came out and said that the difficulty of the demo that we've all been playing is kind of in between easy mode and standard mode. So the enemies were kind of hard in this demo. I'm not gonna lie. I had to use emergency cures kind of a lot during this Gigas battle, which you're seeing someone else play on the screen right now. These Gigas battles were pretty difficult, and the fact that it wasn't even standard mode, that I had to use a few emergency heals, that's a big deal. So I'm curious to see how other boss battles will work out, because, we've got some surprises in store, and maybe some, hard deaths coming during our gameplay of Kingdom Hearts 3, but that's great. I want some challenge with Kingdom Hearts. A lot of the naysayers, like people who kind of hate on KH2. I mean, it's hard to hate on KH2. I don't think anybody hates KH2. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 2 is the greatest video game ever made, but people thought it was too easy. Minus, Final Mix got the critical mode, which obviously isn't easy, but the standard game before Final Mix and before critical mode and before the Lingering Will and before the Absent Silhouettes and the Data Organization battles, people thought that KH2 was too easy. So the fact that I was almost dying in a mode that wasn't as hard as standard is a good thing, because, Kingdom Hearts 3, we've all been waiting a very long time for it, and I want to be challenged. I don't want to be flying through it. The areas alone, the fact that how big the areas are alone won't have me flying through KH3, but I don't want the gameplay to be flown through. I don't want it to be easy. I want it to be challenging. I want to get stuck on stuff like I originally did in Kingdom Hearts 2 with Demyx, or like I did in Kingdom Hearts 1 with Maleficent's Dragon. I want to struggle on stuff. I want to have to figure something out, and I want to have to, strategize and figure something out to beat it. I want to die a few times. So the fact that difficulty is, a little bit, harder, on the harder side, that's a good thing. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I'm kind of all over the place. I did write down notes, but like I said, I was kind of surprised at, attraction flow being such a key part of the battle system, and I'm grateful that we're able to skip the animation now, and that we'll probably eventually be able to turn it off, because there are some attraction flows that I didn't like. Well, I did like them, but the pirate ship always took too long. But you can finish. You can hit triangle again, or Y if you're playing on the Xbox One. You can hit finish at any point in time during the attraction flow to finish it up. So it'll just use its finishing combo and it'll be done. So that's a good thing as well. So you can skip the opening sequence and you can finish it right away, so that you can get right back into fighting with the Keyblade rather than the attraction flow. The water one was kind of stupid, because you had to draw a line to be able to finish, so you had to use it a little bit before you could finish. But the pirate ship and the teacups, you could finish right away. But they were a lot of fun. Okay, I can't I can't say it enough. It was fun. I thought I wouldn't like it, but I liked it more than I did. Is it my favorite battle mechanic of Kingdom Hearts 3? Absolutely not. But was I surprised by how much I liked it? Absolutely. So go back to my old video, check out me kind of ripping on it, but a lot of the things that I ripped about, they fixed, and, I kind of enjoyed attraction flow. It was really fun. So, let's move on. Keyblade transformations. I thought I wouldn't like the Keyblade transformations either. The opening animations, I wish they would be able to skip, and now they are skippable. There are some camera issues sometimes when they happen, but regardless, you can skip them. But Keyblades are so much fun, and the fact that you're able to switch between 3 different Keyblades during battle and during gameplay is incredible. I talked about that in my older podcast episode But that was great. That was so much fun. It adds a different variety of things you can do in battle. Combos are different for each Keyblade, and you can store Keyblade transformations. So, say I was using the Infinity Badge, which is the Toy Story Keyblade, and I transformed into Hyper Hammer, and I switched to the Tangled Keyblade. Anytime I switched back to the Infinity Badge after that, it would be Hyper Hammer. So the transformation store, and that was great. I got to play the demo twice. I waited in line twice. It took over 3 hours each time, I believe. But I got to play it twice, and some people didn't get to play it once, and I apologize to them, but, I wanted to play it twice, and I got to play it twice. So that was great, and I'm grateful to have been able to do so. But in my 2 times playing it, I wanted to make sure I gave equal amount of time to each Keyblade, the Tangled Keyblade, the Monsters, Inc. Keyblade, and the Toy Story Keyblade, to make sure I knew which one I liked the most. And a lot of people are saying the Tangled Keyblade is their favorite because of the clones that you get to create when you dash, and you do a quick dash or a dodge roll while you're in the Tangled form. It creates a clone, and you can shoot beams and stuff like that. And that was my second favorite Keyblade. The Toy Story Keyblade, unfortunately, was my third favorite out of the 3. It wasn't bad, but the Hyper Hammer and the Drill Punch, kind of, I don't know what it was about it. It felt kind of slow and felt kind of laggy, but that was preference. I didn't like that one the most. Tangled one was awesome. I love the fluidity of the combos. But honestly, my favorite Keyblade to use was the Monsters, Inc. Keyblade. The Agile Claws transformation and then the twin yo-yos were so much fun to operate and so much fun to fight. I kind of gave more time to the Monsters, Inc. Keyblade than I did to Tangled and Toy Story, because once I had kind of figured out which one I liked, I started using the Monsters, Inc. Keyblade a lot. It was so much fun. I loved the movement. Sora was so quick. Being able to use the claws and the yo-yos, it created fun combat, and it was a lot of fun to be able to control that, see that, play that. It was great. All right, so really the things that I didn't like, I've already covered. Attraction flow, being able to skip that and apply that. It seems like I'll be able to do that in the abilities menu anyway. And they added the skip feature for the Keyblade transformations and the attraction flow. Plus, on top of that, you can finish attraction flow abilities right away, so you can get out of them if you don't like them, but they'll probably be able to be turned off anyway. So that's exciting. The final thing that another thing I didn't like was the flashing on the walls for the vertical running. I love the vertical running mechanic. It felt a little stiff when you're running on the wall, like you really had to move the analog stick to the complete right for Sora to move right. He doesn't kind of free run up the wall. He's going 4 directions. You go up, down, left, or right, and you have to choose those directions. So that's where he's running. He doesn't kind of you kind of can't zigzag up the wall or anything like that. You have to go up, down, left, or right. Otherwise, he'll fall off the wall or anything like that. So that was a little, disappointing. Not really disappointing. I don't want to say disappointed. I wasn't disappointed by anything. But it felt a little stiff whenever you'd vertical run up the wall, because you didn't have much freedom to kind of zigzag or wiggle around or go serpentine. It was a stiff direction, and I thought there'd be a little bit more freedom there, but there's not. But that's okay. I honestly don't mind. The glowing on the wall isn't as distracting as I thought it'd be, but it's still pretty distracting. I wish there was a way to turn that off. Maybe there is a way to turn it off in the final game. That I don't know. Maybe combat, let's talk about. Summons, I used Ariel. I didn't use Wreck-It Ralph. I used Ariel because I'm not a big summon guy in Kingdom Hearts anyway, but the Ariel presentation was awesome. The combat for it was great. summons are always kind of optional. You don't have to use them. So, Aerial was fun. I didn't get to use Wreck-It Ralph, but other people are thoroughly enjoying the Aerial and Wreck-It Ralph summons. So I enjoyed the Aerial one. I'm sure the Wreck-It Ralph one was good. Yeah, so I didn't really use it. I probably won't use it in the final game, but we'll see. What else? Music was awesome. The Toy Story World theme is "You've Got a Friend in Me," and the battle theme is amazing. That's stuff I already talked about from the premiere demo podcast that I loved there, and I loved it again when I actually got the chance to play it. Athletic Flow was awesome. Shot locks were great, but that all falls into combat. So combat, everything looked fine. Everything was fun. From all the things that we watched, that you guys watched, from the premiere event, like that stuff that looked awesome was awesome. Shot locks were great. The fact that each Keyblade plus each transformation has a different shot lock command is awesome. The Tangled shot lock is the best one. That Tower of Light or whatever, yeah, that one was sweet. That was definitely like the best shot lock. But yeah, shot lock is fine. Like Sora is not OP. You need all of these things to succeed in battle. And there are optional things. You don't need every single one, I guess, or you don't have to use every single one if you don't want to. But that's what makes Kingdom Hearts 3 so much fun, is just the options you have in game. There are so many of them, but you don't have to use them all to win. But you can use them all if you have to. Like I said, the enemies are stronger. There's certain things that you might have to use like a summon on, or there's certain things you might have to use shot lock on, but nothing is completely required to do that. So I just love all the options that you have. It provides so much that you can do in combat. The one thing about combat that was still noticeable is the floatiness, but Nomura said they were working on it. They're going to be working on this game until January, like until we're about to play it. That is when they're going to be working on this game till. So there is still so much time to fix the floaty combat, and I'm pretty sure that's like the number one thing on their list, because that's something that everybody's noticing, and Nomura is taking that into account. The Kingdom Hearts developers are taking that into account. They might even watch this video and hear me talking about it. They're listening to the community. They know things that the community likes and don't like. I mean, they're doing a great job. If every developer was doing this, then every game would be perfect. So they're working to make Kingdom Hearts 3 perfect. The floatiness, the ground combos were pretty heavy. There wasn't that much floatiness with the ground combo, but it was still kind of not as quick as KH2. Agile claws on the Monsters Inc. Keyblade were faster than like regular combos. So if like regular combat was just like the Agile claws, the Monsters Inc. Keyblade, then it'd be, perfect in my mind. Because the aerial combos, I was floating for like for a very long time, and I think that's still an issue. Like I said, I mean, just add a little gravity. If you add a little gravity, make Sora fall just like it was in KH2, it'd be perfect. But other than that, combat is so much fun. I think if there's one word to take away from my experience playing Kingdom Hearts 3, it's fun. This game is so much fun. It will be worth the wait. That is something that I immediately thought of when I got finished playing. When that "thanks for playing" came up on the screen with all the plaid in the background, this game is fun, and I cannot wait. It will be worth the wait. Come January, this game is going to blow our minds. We are going to be so thrilled with the final product. I already am thrilled with how the demo is. There's still some things that need to be fixed, but honestly, Like, this game is amazing, and it still has all the potential in the world to be the best Kingdom Hearts game ever in both the gameplay and story departments, because, I mean, gameplay aside, the voice acting, for the story-wise, like, being able to listen to Woody's voice, I liked it. I think I complained about it a little bit in the last podcast video, but I liked it. It was fine. But let's get back to the main point so I can wrap up. While I was at E3, obviously Frozen got confirmed, Pirates got confirmed, Ratatouille got confirmed, and there's a lot going on with Aqua turning to darkness and Roxas coming back, and how Ventus might not be able to come back because Aqua's turned to darkness. There's a lot, and like I said, I wasn't able to make a video on these, and I'm upset that I didn't, but going forward, there's so much to talk about, and I promise I'll do my best to try and make time aside for more trailers. I won't be doing breakdowns of the Pirates or the Frozen trailer. I just kind of don't have the time right now, but I wanted to get this out to talk about my experience playing Kingdom Hearts 3. And to wrap up, Kingdom Hearts 3 is so much fun. There were improvements already between the premiere event and E3, and there's going to be a lot more improvements between now and January 29th when the game comes out. And if that is gravity, plus the ability system to be able to turn off certain attraction flow rides, I'm sure there will be, then this game is going to be the best Kingdom Hearts game ever. Gameplay-wise, story-wise, this game is going to blow our minds. It's going to be so awesome. I cannot wait to play the full version. You guys should be excited. If you have the opportunity to go to San Diego Comic-Con, go. If there's any other events that's going to have Kingdom Hearts 3, go. If you got the chance to play it, tell me. Let me know. If you agree with me or if you disagree with me, let me know why. If you saw me at E3, let me know. But if you get the chance to play this game, go. And let me know if you do. And tell me if you agree or disagree on, everything that I said, positives, negatives, because it's important. We should all be, thinking and getting our opinion out there, because we all want this game to be perfect, and that's just the best start we have, is to be able to, agree and disagree, to try and hammer in the great things and the bad things, but there aren't that many bad. This game is so much fun. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you for hearing my thoughts. I'm sorry once again that it took so long, but I just, responsibilities suck and I hate them. I wish I could be full-time YouTube, but I can't. So I appreciate your guys' support. If you could please put a thumbs up on this video, subscribe, like, check out my other videos. Check out the precursor to this video, which was my other podcast, which kind of said all of the positives and negatives I thought were going to be a big thing before I got a chance to play it, and compare it to this one. Let me know how I did. That'd be great. Show some love on my podcast channel. We haven't made a show in a while because of technical difficulties, and we apologize about that, but we've got new content coming forward during the school year. We'll be able to have less distance, so we'd love some support over there. And once again, show some love on this video. I appreciate it. You guys are the best. Thank you for being able to do this, and enjoy for Kingdom Hearts 3. We've only got, 199 days. 199 days from today, we will be playing Kingdom Hearts 3, and it will be worth it, I promise. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, until there's more nerd news, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.